Hello everyone, welcome to my channel B&B CBS Gossip 24. The bold and the beautiful week of November 17th update. Lee begs Luna to turn herself in, Bill's awful news for Katie. The bold and the beautiful spoilers update for the week of November 17th to 21st reveals that Lee Finnegan will beg Luna Nozawa to turn herself in. Bill Spencer will also have some awful news for Katie Logan, Heather Tom, so there'll be some tense scenes on B&B. Following Luna's prison escape, Bill will get updates on her making a break for it. Katie will pick up on what Bill's going to say before he even says it, but he'll have to confirm what he's learned anyway. While Bill admits Luna has made a getaway, Katie will flip out over her posing a threat to Will again. However, Bill may promise Katie that between the cops and his own extra security, Will and Electra Forrester are going to stay safe. Deputy Chief Bradley Baker will do his part to protect Will when he prevents him from running after Luna near the beach house property. Since Baker will worry about Luna targeting Will, he'll push Will to sit this fugitive hunt out. As for Sheila Sharp, Poppy Nozawa, and Lee Finnegan, it looks like they'll all grab flashlights and go out searching for Luna in the dark. That'll give Lee a chance to call out to Luna and plead with her to turn herself in. Lee will feel like Luna's only making things worse for herself, but Luna will continue to run amok and could pay a steep price for being so reckless. This may be leading to a presumed death situation if Luna gets swept out in the ocean or faces some other wild curveball she didn't see coming. Ivy Forrester will resurface to comfort Electra in the midst of all this and will wonder how this even happened. Luna was supposed to be locked up tight and cut off from the outside world, so Ivy, Will and Electra will fume over these escape developments. If Luna is indeed presumed deceased in the end, that may bring a false sense of security. Electra and Will might hope they're truly free of this Luna nightmare, but she could pop back up for another round of tormenting eventually. Will Luna and her unborn baby survive the police chase that's about to ensue? Could Luna wind up playing dead off canvas for a while until she can figure out her next move? The bold and the beautiful spoilers say the week of November 17th to 21st will be filled with dramatic moments and Luna turmoil, so stay tuned. Luna hiding and falling apart. Luna Nozawa is barely holding herself together. Hidden in a secluded beach shack north of Malibu, the last place Sheila dumped her before disappearing again, Luna wakes each morning terrified someone is coming for her. Her hands shake. Every sound makes her flinch. Her thoughts spiral. She replayed her fall into the rocks, the moment she felt something inside her tear, the dizzying crash of pain before everything went black. She has survived her escape, her miscarriage, her guilt, but not her conscience. She knows she can't run forever. And Lee knows it too. Lee finds Luna, and breaks down. Lee Forrester, Finnegan tracks Luna the same way she used to track trauma victims, by instinct, logic, and compassion. When she finally finds the shack, she doesn't barge in. She doesn't shout for guards. She just opens the creaking wooden door and whispers, "Luna, sweetheart, please stop running." Luna collapses into tears. Lee kneels beside her, gripping her trembling hands. "You're not a criminal," Lee insists. "You were manipulated. You were terrified. Sheila used you. None of this was your fault." Luna sobs into her palms. "I lost the baby, Aunt Lee. I ruined everything. Everyone hates me." Lee cups her face. "No one hates you. They are scared. They are hurting. But they want you alive and safe, especially RJ. Especially Bill." Luna shakes her head. "Bill will never forgive me." Lee softens. "That's why you need to turn yourself in. Not to be punished, to be protected." Luna's voice breaks. "What if Sheila comes back for me?" Lee's expression hardens with a fire she rarely shows. "Then she'll have to go through me." And that is not a small promise. Bill returns home, and Katie knows something is wrong. Bill Spencer spent the night tracking Sheila's RV through security footage, following leads Deacon quietly slipped him, and retracing Luna's panicked movements on the sand. When he finally returns home the next morning, Katie finds him staring out over the cliff, still wearing yesterday's clothes. She approaches carefully. "Bill, what happened?" He doesn't answer at first. His hands are clasped tightly, knuckles white. Katie steps closer. "Bill, please. You're scaring me." He finally turns. And Katie's breath catches. It's not just exhaustion in his eyes. It's something deeper. Grief. Regret. And fear. He sits on the patio chair, staring at the ocean. Katie, there's something I need to tell you. She sits beside him slowly. Bill inhales, voice strained. I should have stopped Luna from running. I should have found her sooner. If I had, she wouldn't have. Katie's heart stutters. Bill, what happened to her? Bill closes his eyes. She lost the baby. Katie gasps softly, hand flying to her chest. Oh my God. Bill. He nods once. And Katie, it gets worse. Katie's eyes widen. Worse than losing the baby. Bill looks at her, voice low, steady, devastated. She's missing. Again. Katie covers her mouth, eyes filling with tears. Oh, Bill, no. Sheila's involved. I know it. Luna didn't miscarry because of the fall alone. She miscarried because she was terrified, pushed, hunted. And now Sheila may have her again. Katie grips his hand. Bill, this isn't your fault. His jaw tightens. Yes it is. Because I saw her slipping away and I didn't force her to stay. I let her run. I led her into danger. Katie shakes her head firmly. No. Sheila put her in danger, not you. You loved her. And now we have to find her. Bill's voice cracks for just a second, the only crack he allows. I can't lose another daughter, Katie. Katie's heart breaks. Oh, Bill. Steffi and Finn, the calm before the wave. Meanwhile, across town, Steffi and Finn try to stabilize their own home. Finn is shaken that Luna nearly died, again, and that Sheila might be circling. Steffi tries to stay composed, but her voice trembles. This isn't about Luna anymore. This is Sheila escalating. And if she's escalating, we're next, Finn. Finn takes her hands. I'm not letting anything happen to you. Or the kids. Or anyone. Steffi nods, but she doesn't believe it fully. Because Sheila isn't a shadow anymore. She's a storm. Back at the beach shack, Luna makes her decision. Luna wipes her eyes, her breathing finally slowing as Lee keeps a hand on her back. I'll go, Luna whispers. I'll turn myself in. Lee exhales shakily. Good. That's good, sweetheart. We'll do it together. But as they step outside, a twig snaps. Lee instantly steps in front of Luna, eyes scanning the trees. Who's there? Silence. Just wind. But Luna shivers. She saw me fall here. She knows this place. Sheila knows everything. Lee grabs her hand. We leave now. Bill gets the call, and freezes. As Bill prepares to go back out searching, his phone rings. Unknown number. He almost ignores it, until a small, trembling voice comes through. Mr. Spencer. Bill freezes. Luna. Please. I'm scared. Bill's heart slams. Luna. Where are you? Is Sheila with you? No. Lee found me. But she might come back. Mr. Spencer. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I didn't mean to lose. Her voice breaks into sobs. Luna, listen to me, Bill says, steady but soft. You're going to be all right. I'm coming to get you. I'm bringing you home. Lee comes on the line. Bill, we're heading toward the North Cliff Road. But a noise interrupts her. Like footsteps. Fast. Close. Lee whispers urgently. Bill, someone's here. Then the line cuts. And Bill Spencer, for the first time in years, lets raw fear punch through his chest. Katie, he shouts. Call Baker. Luna's in danger. Then he's gone. Running for his car. Running faster than he ever has. Outside, Lee Forrester, Finnegan stood with her hands braced against the warped countertop, listening for any sign that they were not alone. Hours earlier, she had convinced Luna to call Bill, just long enough to let him know they were alive and needed help. Lee hoped that was enough. She hoped Bill was already close. But hope was thin in the cold. Luna's voice shook as she spoke. Aunt Lee, what if she finds us first? Lee stepped closer, steadying her. She won't. Bill is coming. And I'm here. No one is going to hurt you again. Luna nodded, though her body still quivered. I'm sorry, Luna whispered, voice fragile. I shouldn't have run. I shouldn't have. Lee pressed a finger gently against her lips. Don't. Not now. We'll deal with everything later. Right now, all that matters is getting you safe. But even as she said it, a new sound cut through the wind. A crunch of footsteps somewhere behind the shack. Lee stiffened instantly. Luna's eyes widened. "Aunt Lee." Lee whispered, "Stay behind me." The footsteps drew closer. Slow. Deliberate. Too familiar. The back door creaked open only an inch, not enough for a person, but enough for a voice. A voice that slithered into the room like smoke. Well, I knew you two wouldn't stay put." Luna's knees buckled. "Hey Sheila." Lee pushed Luna behind her entirely, body rigid with protective instinct. "Sheila, stay back," Lee warned. "You're not taking her. She's turning herself in." Sheila Carter stepped fully into the room, hood down, curls wild from the salty wind. Her smile sent a cold stab of fear through Luna's chest. "Turn herself in?" Sheila scoffed. "Oh, darling, that's adorable. But no. Luna and I have unfinished business." Luna clutched the blanket tighter, voice cracking. "I don't want anything to do with you. Leave me alone." Sheila teased softly. "Not after everything I did to save you? Not after I dragged you out of the ocean? Honey, you owe me." "No." Luna cried. "You used me. You chased me. You made me run." Sheila's eyes narrowed. "And who told you that, here? Lee? Bill? They're lying to you. They've always lied to you. I am the only person who—" Lee lunged for the door. "Run, Luna." Sheila moved faster. Her arm slammed into Lee's shoulder, knocking her backward. Lee staggered and crashed against a table, hitting the floor with a choked gasp. Luna screamed, rushing toward her. "Aunt Lee." Sheila grabbed Luna's wrist in a steel grip. "You're coming with me." Luna jerked, twisting, trying to break free, but Sheila was stronger, fueled by adrenaline and obsession. "Stop, please, let me go." Sheila yanked her toward the back exit. Lee crawled toward them, fighting for breath. "Luna, run." But Luna couldn't break Sheila's grip. The door burst open. Wind blasted inside. Sheila dragged Luna into the sand. Tires screeched from behind the shack. A van. Waiting. Bill's car fishtailed as he tore across the wet sand road, gravel pinging the undercarriage. His hands gripped the wheel so tightly his knuckles were bone white. "Hold on, Luna," he whispered. "I'm coming." Katie's voice replayed faintly in his thoughts, the shock, the fear when he told her Luna was missing again. But Bill drowned everything out except one truth. He had failed a daughter once. He would not fail Luna again. His chest tightened with memories, losing Caroline, nearly losing Kelly, the terror when Beth disappeared. Losing Luna's baby had already cracked something inside him. If Luna died too? If she vanished? If Sheila took her? Bill shook his head violently, clearing the fear. "Not again," he growled. "Not this time." As he approached the shack, he saw a shape in the sand. A body. Bill slammed the brakes so hard the car skidded sideways. He leapt out. Lee. Lee lay on her side in the sand, clutching her shoulder, breath ragged. She pushed herself up weakly the second she saw Bill. "Bill, Sheila, she took her." Bill crouched beside her. "Where?" "Lee, where did they go?" Lee pointed shakily toward the back dune path. Behind the shack, a van. She dragged Luna. Luna was screaming. Bill stood so fast Lee flinched. He ran around the shack. And saw it. The van's taillights. Red dots shrinking fast. Sheila speeding away. Luna inside. Bill sprinted after it, lungs burning, boots pounding the sand. "Luna," he roared. His voice cracked through the wind. The van sped up. "Luna." His legs moved harder than his lungs could handle, but he didn't stop, didn't even stumble, until the van smashed over a dune and vanished from sight. He slowed. Stopped. Stared at the empty horizon. The silence was crushing. "Luna." The sound tore out of him like a feral, broken thing, not weakness, but a father's absolute grief. Lee limped up behind him, clutching her arm, breathing hard. "Bill. I'm so sorry. I tried." Bill didn't turn. His chest rose and fell with sharp breaths. His jaw was clenched with a strength that bordered on dangerous. "Lee," he finally said, voice low. Steady. Too steady. This is on me. Lee shook her head. No. Yes. His voice sharpened. Sheila took her because of me. Because I didn't protect her. Because I let her run. Lee reached out, touching his arm gently. Bill. Luna is alive. That means we can still get her back. He looked down at her hand. Then at the sand. Then at the horizon again. His eyes hardened. No, Lee. I'm not getting her back. Lee blinked. What do you mean? Bill lifted his head slowly. I'm taking her back. His voice was steel. Sheila wants war. A long breath. A shiver of wind through the dunes. Then she just found the wrong man to challenge. The camera, if this were an episode, would pull back slowly as Bill stood at the edge of the dunes, the ocean wind whipping his hair and coat. He looked like a man carved out of fury and heartbreak. A man who had nothing left to lose. A man who would burn Los Angeles to the ground before letting Sheila Carter win. His whisper carried across the sand. I'm coming for you, Luna. No matter what it takes. A flicker of yellow light. A cold concrete floor beneath her cheek. A smell of damp salt water and rust. And a slow, throbbing ache beneath her ribs, the echo of the trauma she'd barely survived. Her eyelids fluttered open. For one disorienting second, she wasn't sure whether she was alive. Or whether the ocean had finished what fear and fate had started. She exhaled shakily. Alive. Barely. She tried to move, and immediately felt the tightness around her wrist. Her heart stuttered. She lifted her arm and saw it. A fabric restraint. Not handcuffs. Not chains. A belt tied to the leg of a metal cot. Cheap. Improvised. Quick. Not meant for long-term captivity. Just enough to keep her from running. Luna's pulse pounded in her ears as she pulled the restraint again. It held. Not painfully, just firmly. A message more than a prison. You're not going anywhere. Good, a voice purred in the shadows. It's better if you don't struggle at first. Luna's blood turned to ice. She turned her head, and there she was. Sheila Carter. Standing near a dusty lamp, wiping her hands with a towel as if she'd just finished washing up. Her expression was soft, almost maternal, and that alone made Luna's stomach twist. Sheila moved closer, crouching down so her face was level with Luna's. Look who's finally awake. Luna jerked away instinctively, breath hitching. Stay back. Sheila tilted her head, eyes narrowing with something like disappointment. Oh sweetheart. I didn't bring you here to hurt you. Her voice softened into something disturbingly gentle. I brought you here to help you. Luna's breath trembled. You kidnapped me. Sheila sighed dramatically, placing a hand over her heart. That word is so harsh. I rescued you. The word echoed sharply in Luna's mind. Rescued. Just like she had the day Luna stumbled out of the laundry chute, injured and bleeding. Sheila had called it a rescue then, too, twisting reality into something that let her sleep at night. Luna swallowed hard. Her voice came out small, fragile. Aunt Lee was trying to get me out. What did you do to her? Sheila shrugged. She got in my way. I moved her. She'll be fine. Luna shivered. Aunt Lee could be hurt. I didn't hurt her, Sheila snapped, suddenly sharp. She's annoying, not dangerous. Luna flinched. Sheila caught herself and forced a smile. Look at me, honey. Her fingers brushed Luna's cheek. Luna jerked violently away. Sheila's smile faltered. You want to survive, she murmured. Then listen to me. No one out there understands you. Not Bill. Not RJ. Not Lee. But I do. I'm the only one who saw how scared you were. How desperate. I'm the only one who knew you needed someone. Luna's throat tightened. I needed my family, she whispered. I needed Bill and RJ, not you. Sheila's jaw flexed. Maybe. But you got me. Luna's heart pounded faster. Sheila stood and walked toward an old steel table at the far end of the hideout, her footsteps echoing harshly. Luna scanned the space, a repurposed maintenance building, maybe, or an abandoned lifeguard station. Windows boarded. Only one visible exit. Her breath grew unsteady with panic. Sheila was talking, but Luna barely heard the words. Her mind raced, calculating, remembering Lee's voice. Turn yourself in, Luna. It's the only way to stay safe. She had agreed. And then Sheila had stolen that chance away. Luna closed her eyes, forcing herself to breathe through the rising fear. She could not fall apart. Not here. Not now. She had to be brave, even if bravery felt like a lie inside her chest. Sheila returned with a bottle of water and set it beside Luna. Drink, she instructed. You're dehydrated. Luna didn't move. Sheila crouched again, eyes softening unnervingly. You know, you lost a lot out there. Her voice gentled. I know what that's like. Losing a baby. Losing everything. It breaks you. Luna's breath caught, a tiny, wounded sound. Sheila reached to touch her hand. But I'll help you put the pieces back together. Luna recoiled, breath trembling. No, Luna whispered. No. I don't want your help. Sheila's eyes darkened. You don't have a choice. Luna's pulse hammered. But then, a thought flickered. Small. Fragile. But brave. Luna inhaled and lifted her chin ever so slightly. Sheila. She swallowed, forcing her voice steady. If I drink the water, will you loosen this strap? Sheila froze. Luna's heart pounded. Scared brave. Not bold. Not fierce. Just enough. Sheila studied her for several long seconds. Then smiled. Smart girl. She loosened the strap. Not enough for escape, but enough for Luna to move her arm freely. Luna's fingers curled slowly around the bottle. And inside her chest, beneath the fear, beneath the grief, a spark ignited. She might not win today. But she would survive today.